friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we're here to talk about all of my past purchases from the month of February. If you missed my one that I put up back in January, I can link it in the eye and down below for you. Basically, I introduced something in that video that I want to do the rest of the year, and that is talk about all of the purchases I made in each different months the past couple of years and just kind of tell you guys about them. So I went ahead and talked about all my purchases that I made in past Januaries, last month. This month is obviously February, next month will be March, so on and so forth for the rest of the year. I got the inspiration when I was just scrolling through my Sephora app and I got on my past orders for some reason. I don't know why I was scrolling through that, but I was like, let's look and see what I ordered the past couple years. And then I realized, that could be a really good video idea. So that is what we are here to talk about today. It's going to be probably a little bit longer than January's video because I was really trying to not spend money last January and even February and all that. At the beginning of last year, I was trying to just really not spend money and buy a lot of makeup, and then the pandemic hit and I kind of went wild. So February's a little bit longer, March, April, they're gonna be like longer videos as we go throughout the year, but that is what we are here to do today. I also mentioned in the last video that I don't really have any other purchases from other years besides 2020 and then now 2021 because I only have my Sephora and Ulta apps to go off of and the previous purchases that they have been tracking for me. But last year and then this year I will have other purchases, things that I bought not from Sephora and Ulta, but unfortunately I don't have those for years previous to that because I just wasn't tracking it, and the only reason I have Ulta and Sephora is because they track it on the app for you. So that is what we are here to do today. Before we get started, don't forget I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help me out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear all about my past purchases I made in February's and my thoughts on them, then let's go ahead and get started. I went ahead and scooted over a little bit so I can pop up pictures for items that I either don't have anymore or anything like that. So I'll start off with Sephora. For February 2018, I didn't have any. I don't know if I just didn't buy anything or it wasn't tracking it. I'm not sure. But in February of 2019 from Sephora, I bought the Clinique Charcoal Face Wash. This is a man's face wash and I bought it for Mike. He used up the whole thing, he liked it, and I ended up repurchasing it for him. So if you have a boyfriend or brother or dad in your life who needs a new face wash, Mike liked this one. And then in February of 2020, I bought the Sephora X Veramona Color Switch. I've talked about this in past videos. I love this little guy. I think it's so great. This was $18 and it was really great $18, I'm not gonna lie, because I use it every time I do my makeup. It's just like a spongy kind of thing where you can rub your brush in it to get most of the pigmentation off, so that way you can switch colors if you want to use the same brush or anything like that. And like I said, I use this pretty much every single time I do my makeup. It is really, really great to have in my arsenal to use to switch brushes, get the color off and all of that. I use it all of the time. And then I also purchased this Cinema Secrets, this little duo set. So this is their makeup brush cleaner and then this is their makeup sanitizing spray. If you watched my January video, you saw that I bought a little mini of this and I just liked it so much that I ended up repurchasing it. This is so nice and easy, especially in the spray form, because you can just spray it on your brushes and then rub it on a towel instead of having to dip your brushes in there. It's just a lot easier, I feel like, to use the spray. And then the makeup sanitizing spray is so great. If I'm decluttering something and I want to give it to a friend or my sister-in-law or anything like that, I can spray the makeup down with this. I actually just got a really generous package from one of my friends on my Instagram account. She sent over some makeup that just wasn't working out for her anymore. And not that I don't trust her or anything, but I just hit everything with the sanitizing spray before I used it just to be safe, you know what I mean? And it's just really, really great. I love Cinema Secrets. I think that their products are really awesome and I highly recommend if you are in the market for a new brush cleaner or anything like that. And then the only thing I bought in 2021 from Sephora is this little mini, the Benefit The Professional Super Setter. It's the long-lasting makeup setting spray. So I talked about this in a Will I Buy It and I was like, I'm not interested in that. I'm not buying it. And then I did. I actually really like it so far. I have it on my face today. It has a lot of claims to it. It's supposed to be a lightweight microfine mist, helps lock on makeup, softens the look of pores, feels weightless, and a whole bunch of other claims that I can't remember off the top of my head. That's why I ended up purchasing it. I will say I really like this. I like how it makes my makeup look. I don't really know if it's making it last very much just because I've only used it, I think 3 times. But I will say, because the mist is so fine, I think I'm gonna fly through this little mini because I feel like I have to just spray a lot on my face. because it's so fine of a mist, I don't know if it's actually getting on there, if that makes sense. But I do like it so far, and I'm gonna keep using it and testing it out, but so far so good. And those are actually all of my Sephora purchases from the past couple years, so now we're gonna move on to Ulta. So for Ulta, I can't see 2018, and I actually didn't purchase anything from Ulta in 2019, but last year in 2020, I bought the Body Shop Shea Body Butter, and then also the Body Shop Coconut Body Butter. These were on sale, buy one, get one 40% off. I liked them. I used up the whole Shea body butter and I liked it. It was nice, it was moisturizing, it smelled good, and I actually still have the coconut one because I just really don't like the scent of it. I like coconut, but this one is like a really fake coconut scent, so I really don't love it. I think I'm gonna try to force myself to use it in like the upcoming summer months, but I don't love it. I might see if my sister wants it or something because I just don't like the scent of it, but I do like the Body Shop. I've used these two moisturizers and then another one from them, and they seem to be really moisturizing and hydrating and lovely on the skin, so I would buy more from this brand in the future. I also bought the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Spray. This setting spray is terrible. It's so bad. I really don't even know why it's still in my collection. I never use it. It is the most mattifying setting spray ever, and it is so drying. That's the main thing. I'm really not super into matte skin anymore, but every once in a while you want a matte skin, you want a matte look to just lock in your makeup, all of that. But even if I'm going for that type of look, I wouldn't reach for this because it is so drying. It is so drying on me. It is only $16, which is what the original retails for, and I love the original Continuous Setting Mist. It is so bomb, so good. I love that setting spray, but this one is just so matte, so drying. I don't like it. And also when you're spraying it on, it leaves like these little dots on your face. I don't know if it's because there might be little powder particles in here to make it so mattifying, but I just feel like I get dots all over my face. It's not an even mister, and I do not recommend this. I'm probably gonna end up decluttering this because it's so bad. I also bought a body wash from Plant Apothecary in their Calm Down scent. I don't know why I didn't bring it in for you guys. I still have it. I'm just gonna pop up a picture though. I like this. I like this brand. I like this body wash, but I ended up, I think, receiving a body wash in PR that I wanted to use, and then I bought a CeraVe one for like the bumps on my arms. So I haven't had a chance to go back and finish this. I'll eventually finish this body wash. I think I like it from what I remember. I think it lathers fine. It's a nice scent. It's like a nice calming scent, hence why it's called the Calm Down body wash. And it was only like $9. So, I mean, it was a good purchase. I'm gonna use it up eventually, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it. And then I also, in February of 2020, bought my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder. I think this was a repurchase for me. I feel like I bought the first one in 2019, but like another month, so I wouldn't have it to talk about. And then I think this is the one I bought that was a repurchase. I talked about this powder a lot of times on my channel. I love it. It's great. It's the powder I have on my face today. It just sets everything so nicely, but it doesn't make your face dry or cakey or anything like that. And it comes in a bunch of different shades. I think like comes in like 10 shades. So you'll be able to find a good shade for your skin tone. I have 05 Fair, so it's the lightest one because I'm a ghost. But yeah, this is a great powder. It's only $7.99. $8, so it's awesome. If you are in the market for a good powder that's affordable, or even if you're just a beauty lover and want to try a new powder and haven't tried this yet, I highly, highly recommend. And then the last thing in 2020 I got from Ulta was the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and also their Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Coverage Concealer. So I like these. This was $12 and this was $10. I'm definitely not going to repurchase the foundation when this one's gone. It is just very, very drying on my skin. I have to be so careful when I use this and use the most hydrating primer that I own, because if not, it is just so dry and cakey on my skin. And it dries very quickly. So if you have this or you have your eye on it, I would only swipe a couple of parts of your face. I put 3 stripes on my cheek and then blend it in, and then 1 on my chin, blend it in, cheek, blend it in, forehead, blend it in, because it just dries so quickly. It is very matte. It's pretty full coverage. It's not like the most full coverage foundation I've ever tried, but I think I'm gonna use this one up. I just won't repurchase it. And then this one, I like this concealer, but it says it is crease proof, and I definitely don't think it's crease proof at all. It definitely still creases on me, on my under eyes, but every concealer does. I think if you're in the market for a good concealer and you wanna try one from the drugstore, this one wouldn't be bad. I definitely would purchase the concealer over the foundation, but I still don't think I'm gonna repurchase this when it's gone. It's just so for me. And then so far from Ulta in 2021, I actually did go ahead and make that purchase that I talked about in my January video. I talked about how I had some things in my cart in Ulta that I was 99% sure I was going to purchase, and I did. I did cash in all of my rewards points, so I think I spent like $2 on all 3 of these things. But the first one I picked up is a Kenra Perfect Medium Spray. It's a medium hold setting spray. I've really been enjoying this. I've used it the past couple weekends when I've curled my hair for my videos and stuff, and it's nice. I like that it holds my curls. I feel like it does hold my curls, but it doesn't make them like too crunchy or anything like that. Like I have a Big Sexy hairspray, I think is the brand, that I'm trying to use up right now. And it just makes my hair so crunchy and just stiff whenever I would use it. Like this I have in my hair right now, and you can see that it's still like movable. It's not too stiff or crunchy or anything. So I like this. I'm glad I picked it up, and I think I would repurchase it once this one is gone. I also picked up a Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Heat Styling Spray. So this is supposed to protect up to 450 degrees. I was not using a heat protector. I know. It's so bad for my hair. I do use the It's a 10 every single time I wash my hair. I use their It's a 10 leave-in conditioner, I think is what it's called. I've been using it for years, and one of the 10 things it does is a heat protector, but I wasn't using like a specific heat protector. So I bought this one, and I like it so far. A couple of the reviews was saying that the scent is very strong and off-putting, and I don't think so. I mean, it has a little bit of a scent, but the dry shampoo in this line is way more off-putting than this, and I like it. I think it's protecting my hair. I use it whenever I curl my hair, and so far so good. And then the last thing from Ulta I bought was the Nabla Skin Kissed Effect Bronzing Powder. I got the shade Ambra. I bought this because I am just head over heels in love with the highlight in this line. I love my Nabla Ozone highlighter, and I thought, you know, if I like the highlighter so much, I'm gonna love the bronzer. And I do like this. I do. It's a bronzer I have on my face today. If you can tell, you can definitely see it, but I really had to build this up. It's a very light bronzer, which could be the shade I got. Like I said, I have Ambra, which is the lightest one, but I do have to build it up quite a bit. And I feel like I'm almost maybe getting hard pan on this already. And I've only used it a couple times, and I am not one that really suffers from getting hard pan. I don't think I've ever gotten hard pan on any other product that I've ever had. But this one looks like it might be getting it on there, if you can tell, like right here. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy and maybe I'm not. I'll have to keep you guys updated. I like this, but I definitely like the highlighter more in this line. And then last up is products that I bought from other places. So not Sephora, not Ulta, either on Amazon. I have one from TJ Maxx or Nordstrom Rack or Target or any other place that I buy, Walmart, any other place that I buy makeup from. That's what these are from. I'll tell you where I got each item. But the first one I want to talk about is this mini Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid. I ended up getting this at TJ Maxx, I believe, and it was only $7. I feel like I haven't used this a ton, but I feel like it feels empty and like looks empty when I look up at the light. Maybe not, I don't know. I like this though. I really use it only to mix in with my foundations. If I have a more matte foundation or I just want to look a little extra glowy and dewy for the day, I will mix this in. I like using this. I'm glad I got it, and for $7, heck yeah, I'm pumped. Another Becca item I bought was the Chloe X Malika BFF's face quad thing. I don't really know exactly what this is called. This is in the lighter version, I believe. And you guys, okay, I wanted this palette so badly. I saw so many of my friends talking about it on my Instagram page. They all loved it. They were all using it. A ton of them almost hit pan on the bronzer and then this like highlighty kind of shade. And just so many people were talking this palette up, and I wanted it so bad. And then it was like going out of stock everywhere and getting discontinued. And I was able to pick it up like at the buzzer, the last second, from Nordstrom Rack, I believe. And I am not kidding you. I've used this maybe 3 times. I wanted it so bad, and I bought it on sale. It was $27, which I was happy about. I'm glad I got it on sale because I don't know how much it originally retailed for, but I'm assuming it wasn't $27. I just never reach for this. I don't know why. I need to, but I just never do. So maybe in an upcoming like Full Face of Nothing New, I'll give it a go again. I don't know. I never use this. So that's a lesson from me to you, that even if you want something so bad, don't fall for the FOMO of it like leaving and going away forever and like purchase it on a whim, because that's kind of what I did, and I really regret purchasing it and I never use it. I also bought the Covergirl Chew Blend Loose Setting Powder. I bought this off Amazon for like $9. I remember I bought this off of Kelly Strack's recommendation. She really loves this powder. She's talked about it in a bunch of her videos, but what she failed to mention, or what I didn't ever see her mention, is that it is so glittery. This setting powder literally almost looked like a loose highlight. It was so glittery and so glowy and just not good. Not good at all. I just did not like this at all. It was bad and it was glittery, and I think I used it one time and I was like, nope, and ended up decluttering it. So I would steer clear of that item. Alrighty, then I made a Flower Beauty purchase and I ended up buying the Flower Jungle Lights palette. This was a recommendation from Kathleen Lights, and I really don't use this palette too often, but it is beautiful. I really do enjoy this eyeshadow palette. I just never think to use it because it's all shimmers, and I am someone who likes to go in with shimmers and mattes, and I don't own any all matte palettes that I could really like use this as a companion palette, if that makes sense. But these shades are stunning and beautiful. The formula is nice. They are very reflective. I do need to reach for this more, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. I would recommend it to you guys if this is the type of palette you like, where you like all shimmers, or you just need more shimmers in your collection. I really do love this palette. And then with that order, I also bought the Flower Beauty Heatwave Bronzing Essence. I like this too. How I use it is I use it to mix in with foundations that are a little bit too light for me, and it works great for that. A couple of my friends on Instagram have used it as a liquid bronzer, and I have not tried that out, so maybe I will one day, but as like mixing it into foundations that are too light, this is great. I don't know if I mentioned, but these are all products I bought in 2020. And then the next thing I bought was the Olimar Cosmetics Brighton and Bronze Complexion Trio. So I bought this pretty much right when they launched, and I like this. I really don't use it as much as I should. I have a lot of makeup, you guys. You're gonna hear me say that a million times. These get a little bit orange on me when I use it. I just mix the two together, and they do get slightly orange on me, slightly warm tone, which I don't love, but I can make it work. And then this I just use as my like kind of like my Essence Brighten Up powder, where I put it under my eyes and my T-zone and up under my contour. So I mean, I'm glad I have this little trio. I like it. I kind of regret buying it. Like if I didn't have this in my collection, I wouldn't miss it that much. I wouldn't be too sad, if that makes sense, but it's not like I dislike it enough to declutter it. I do use it every once in a while. And this was $28. I don't know if I said that. I don't know. Should I tell you the prices? Sure, I will. The Flower Beauty purchase was $33. I think I told you the price of all the other ones. And then lastly, I made Colourpop order, and in that order, I bought the Honey palette. I love this palette a lot. I bought it because I thought it was going to be a dupe for the Urban Decay Naked Honey, which it's not, but it's still a beautiful palette. I was a little apprehensive when I got it in because these shades are yellow, but they're wearable yellow. Like they're not going to be too intense or insane on your eyes, and I've only used this a couple times, but every time I use it, I love the way my eye look turns out. In that order, I also got the Coconut Bronzer, which I ended up decluttering, and my bronzer declutter I can link in the eye for you. I also got two eyeliners. This one is in the shade Exit. It's their white eyeliner, and then this one is Honeydew. I really don't use these. I know that these gel liners are really popular from Colourpop, and I just don't think they're anything that great. They're just kind of meh. They kind of tug at my eyes, and they kind of bother my eyes a little bit, and I don't think they stay in the waterline for a very long time. So I'm not going to purchase any more of them. And then lastly, in that order, I bought the F9 stipple brush and the F14 stipple brush, and I am so glad I bought these. Neither of them are available anymore. I'm not sure why Colourpop discontinued them. I love these brushes. You see me use them in every single solitary get ready with me. I use them for bronzer. I go in with the smaller one first and the larger one after that to diffuse it and just really blend it in. I love these brushes. I am so sad they're gone. I don't know why Colourpop discontinued them. They are so good. I use them all the time. And the only other thing I bought in February 2021 from like other retailers was from Amazon, and I bought the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. I actually bought two shades of it. I bought this off of two people's recommendations, Taylor Wynn and Jessica Braun, but mainly Jessica Braun because she used it in a Get Ready With Me, and I was like, well, I need that in my life, and I pretty much immediately bought it. I bought the number 23 Natural Beige at first, and I used it in a Get Ready With Me, and it just was way too dark on me. I think this will be good for summertime. So I ended up purchasing the number 21 Light Beige instead, and it is what I have on my face today. I think it gives really beautiful coverage. I think it wears really nicely on the skin. It looks nice and healthy and glowy, but not like too glowy, but not too matte or anything like that. I really, really like these. The sad part is the shade range is abysmal. It is awful. There's literally these two and then one other darker one. And that's it. What the heck? I know they're like a Korean beauty line, and I know those never have good shade ranges, but I feel really bad talking about these because I really do love them, and if you are around my skin tone, I really think you would love them too. I just don't understand why they have to have such bad shade ranges. But those were the only other two things I bought. These were, I don't have it written down, but I think they were $10 each, and so far I really, really am loving them. And that was it, you guys. That was all of my purchases that I made in past Februaries and then this February. I really, really like doing these videos for you. I hope you're enjoying them as well. I already have everything written down that I bought in March for next month, and I think it's fun. I hope you're having fun watching it too, just kind of looking back on past purchases I bought and letting you know, do I like them? Do I regret buying them? Am I glad I bought them? Have I decluttered them? All of the above. I love talking about makeup with you guys. You guys know that though. I say that all of the time. Like I said in the intro, if you missed my January video, I will have that in the eye and link down below for you. And then also look forward to next month in March and the rest of the year talking about all my other purchases. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.